Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. While others go blah, 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 I get it to the point and have fun with a whole bunch of stories. All right, Trump posted the bond. $175 million, whatever it was. The bond is posted. You know who's sad today? Letitia James and the Democrats. Gag order. You know what? The New Yorkers, they want to expand the gag order because Trump said something about the judge. I want to tell you right now, folks, the only reason ever for a gag order is to protect the integrity of the trial process. It doesn't exist here at all. At all. And he's running for president. Havana Syndrome. This was featured on 60 Minutes. And more evidence seems to be pointing that the Russians are behind this little thing. You know, with the, you can't hear it. Boom. Mess your hearing up. Who would want that? DeSantis. He's off the hook on being sued from the migrant flights. However, you can't make this up. A judge is going to allow the migrants that DeSantis flew up to Martha's Vineyard to sue the company that did it. These migrants, they come to the United States and they're like, wow, this is great. Hunter case, judge says not dismissing it. Case is set for trial in June. By the way, this case is going to go to trial during the election. Sorry, Joe. All right, Joe Biden has now denied his proclamation that he made Easter Transgender Visibility Day, which, by the way, as Babylon B pointed out, this is hysterical. Why do you need visibility of a group of people that is more visible than any group in America? You can tell who they are. They're very visible. So, we all know this, who's running the White House. It's Jill. It's Rice, Susan Rice, their gang. They got their little puppet. Just think about that. They're all acting like president. You think they want to give up that power? Hell no. That's why they're going to ride and die with Joe Biden. Truth. The stock price was down 26%. Well, this is kind of funny. Truth only has 5 million subscribers, and it loses money. But that's the way it goes, isn't it? Look at Amazon. 20 years, never made a buck. All right, Lloyd's of London. They are bracing for the catastrophic amount that they're going to get hit with. And the cargo company apparently claims they're going to try to do something to limit their exposure to 40 million. I don't know why. I don't know how. Murdaugh got 40 years. He's already serving life. 40 years for his financial crimes. And the national debt, if we stay on pace that we are now, the national debt in 2050 something is going to be like $150 million, $150 trillion. It's insanity, folks. It is insanity. You know what I would do if I was President Trump? Because he's going to be president. I would be a hero. I would give up. I would have great policies. I would keep my defense strong. But if I was President Trump, I would balance the budget, a real balanced budget, and I would start paying off the debt. I would stop the debt increase and be a hero to the country. Even if it means that our economy becomes stagnant for a while, we have to save ourselves. I think there's a small window that we can do it. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Hope you have a great day. Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury, Bulldog Nation, welcome to Eric Deters Local News. Not much to report today. Christina French is going to replace Darby Bodie at the Lakota School Board, but I'm sure Darby Bodie will be filing a lawsuit. Jeff Mallory is the new police chief for the city of Florence. Tragic. A 19-year-old mother had a 5-year-old on an ATV. They both had helmets on. Had a crash. 5-year-old has died. You know what? I've always thanked my lucky stars that my kids never got into motorcycles or ATVs and all those kind of things. It scares the hell out of me. I know a lot of tragic stories close to me. Unbelievable. Had a relative, a nephew, paralyzed. Had a son of a friend, paralyzed. Just awful. Gabe Brown, the Walton mayor, he's now withdrawn his resignation. He's a jackwhack. All right, David Mersch, Boone Steel. Big old controversy. No jail time except 180 days in the county. A suspended sentence. Hell, this was such a bad thing that he allegedly did, and the evidence was so overwhelming. Why'd they give him such a sweet deal? One must ask themselves. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great deal.
Hello, this is Jamie Spindley. You're watching Eric Deters World News, the latest headlines. Alex Murdo, convicted of murdering his wife and son, had been sentenced to 40 years for federal financial crimes, already serving 2 life sentences and 27 years for state financial charges. 3 injured after a detained woman stole a gun and fired outside a Santiago market. Guard and cameraman amongst the wounded, with serious injuries reported. In other news, 5 plastic wrap packages believed to contain cocaine found on a Sydney beach, part of a large shipment washing up since December, seized by police. Australian ranks in per capita cocaine use globally. And a child has died and 2 others seriously wounded in a school shooting in Vantaa, Finland. All victims and the suspect are 12 years old. Shooting occurred in a classroom at Virola School near Helsinki. That's the latest deadlines. Until tomorrow, cheerio.
Ladies and gentlemen, American cheering Bulldog Nation, welcome to Sports Without Boundaries. Kaylin Clark broke the NCAA record for threes in her career. Unbelievable. In addition to that, she won. She did Angel Reese, who also played well, but LSU goes down to defeat to Iowa. The Reds last night, I watched the game. In extra innings, Steer hits a grand slam. Oh my, it was a nerve-wracking, in the bottom of the 10th. But the bottom line is the Reds are kicking butt. They're 3-1. They ought to be 4-0. All right, Kelly Harper, the women's coach of Tennessee, has been fired. They've had a hell of a hard time finding a replacement to the legend. All right, Rice. It was reported he was in a No, he was leasing the Lamborghini. And through his lawyer, he's cooperating with the police, which means he's involved. Jimbo Fisher will be the new offensive coordinator for Ole Miss. I wonder how much Lane Kiffin's going to give up. And the Cyclones, the other night, had an all-black starting lineup. They believe this is the first time in hockey history. Any hockey history. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day. Ladies and gentlemen, American cheering Bulldog Nation, welcome to Eric Deters Pop Culture. Roadhouse has made 50 million viewers. Not made. Has had 50 million viewers. Boom. Shannon Doherty. She's passing away, getting rid of all of her possessions. Nothing makes you a better human being than dying of cancer. Just the way it is. And you ready for this? The military says 77%. Unbelievable. 77% of our young are either too fat, mental problems, have drug issues. God bless America. Who created this? Who created this? Who created it? Our political leaders, our corporate leaders, and our media leaders, and our government leaders. They created this. Sad. Sad. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Don't be a saucy, salt butter bed swerver. Shakespearean insult of the day, selected by chess champion Jamie Spindley.